So today I'm going to show you how to paint some very simple little watercolor birds, which are not realistic at all, but they're quite pretty and they would make a nice greetings card or gift using only a couple of colours. I've got cobalt blue, I've got sap green, I've got transparent yellow, I've also got quinacridone purple and a tiny dab of orange for the beak. So I've arranged those three birds there on my try-out sketch. I've put them vertically one above the other, but for this version I think I'm going to arrange them slightly differently. And I don't know how these are going to come out yet, because you never do know, do you? So I think I might put them as if they were on a branch, so we could imagine. I do prefer my things, I think, to be a little bit natural. So we'll just sketch in a branch like that. And then these birds are really a very simple version of a bird. They've got little feet, and then they're basically just an oval like that, a sort of no head, nothing, just like that, and then a little beak there, and the eye on a bird is always very close. If you want it to look sort of, oh, what's the word, graphic, more like graphic art than realistic. So put the eye very close to the beak, and then we can have another one here with his tail going up a little bit and his body coming down, and the beak, and then the oval like that, and his feet are going to be pretty much invisible, I think. Maybe we need to put a twig out here for him to stand on, since I've put him standing in the middle of nowhere. So we'll put a foot and a leg there like that. There we go. And then the other one is going to go here. I'll tell you what, I'll put his feet on first so that I don't stand him in midair, and then just sketch in the shape like that. This one's got a little bit more of a head. We'll make that, make it so that he's got a bit of a head and beak. Yeah, so we just rub out the lines from behind. I think I might make him a bit shorter. And some of his tail. Walk of the tail. Oh yeah, so the eye is going to go close to the beak. There we are. So that's our three birds. If you want to get the sketch for this, it will be on the website. Okay, so now I'm going to do kind of one stroke colouring in here, and I decided, oh, I forgot one of my colours. I did decide to use turquoise blue there. We just got a new phone. It's been 8 years since I replaced my phone, and we decided, me and my daughter, to get a new one, and it's got a much wider field of view, so I keep forgetting that you can see what I'm doing, whereas with the old phone it was really tight and I had to keep standing up and changing things. Okay, so that's the turquoise, and I'm going to then drop cobalt blue in underneath that, and then let that spread. Then we're going to put yellow on this one. You can use any colours you like. And then cobalt blue across the top, and of course It's going to go green. So let that run as well. And then the third one, I'm going to start off with cobalt blue. And then I'm going to put some violet on the top. There we are. Now, I'm going to just lift out a little bit here for the wing, and the same for this one. This is, I think I've put a little bit too much water on this one, so I'll just drag that out a bit and then let it run again, and we'll see what it does. Meanwhile, I shall put in the eye using a black watercolor pencil, which comes out nice and dark. And then this is the kind of painting, and the reason I'm doing this is I know a lot of people have got kids at home at the moment and grandchildren and so on, and these are the kinds of paintings, this one and the yellow flowers we did or will do, these are the kinds of paintings that children can easily do with you, and that's the whole point. So now we're just painting in the branch. Make it get a little bit bigger as it comes towards the front, just by pressing down harder on your brush. And then a little twig for this one. And all the while we're letting those colours dry, so we can put the beak in. And you can paint the legs if you like, or else you could do it with this pencil, which I quite like. Gives a bit of extra texture. There we are. Now, if you want, you could do some leaves. On the branches, like that. Put a couple up here. And maybe we'll put a couple down here. Just roughly. You don't need to be accurate or anything, just a few bits of green. There we are. And then as the birds are drying, what I thought I would do to give them a bit more interest on the back of the bird, I thought I would come in with a colour pencil and just put some texture. This is a watercolor pencil. You can do that kind of thing, and you could do that kind of thing. To show the line of his wing, for example. And if you don't like what you've done, you can always smooth it out with your brush, or if you, not so much even that you don't like it, but that maybe you think it would look better if you smooth out. And we have to let it dry. And this one, maybe we'll put a bit of blue in his tail. Go around the edge of the bird to emphasize the shape. like that. Put in his wing. Or you can leave them just plain, the way they were. The main thing though is to remember not to do too much to them before you let them dry. So the first stage after you painted that much is to let them dry. And in this gap up here, you might decide to leave that. You could put some spatter in there. You could extend the branch around a little bit and put some more leaves up there. It's a matter of taste really. So I'm going to let them dry and I'll come back to them this afternoon and finish them off. Now I'm just going to correct the eye of this bird, just painting around the outside of him a little bit so that he doesn't look quite so sad. There we are. When that's dry, we'll drop some white in to give him a more cheerful look. And I'm going to actually use some Winsor and Newton Iridescent Medium on these birds just to give them a touch of shine, because this is a new substance which I've just recently acquired and I think it's great and I think that we should use it. So I'm going to tip a little bit out, just a tiny bit, because I don't want to keep dipping into the bottle in case I mess it up. I don't know how this is going to dry, whether I'll be able to reactivate it like you do normal paint and re-enter it and so on and so forth, so we'll find out. I haven't been able to find out much information about this online so far. So anyway, so it's kind of, it has a texture of gouache really, and I know that you can do more than one thing with this. You can paint over a whole area to turn it into an iridescent colour, or you can just put little dots and dashes on. So I'm going to start here just putting some just light strokes onto the back of this bird. This is all very experimental. I highly recommend that you get yourself a bottle of this if you like painting things like butterflies and fairies and dragonflies and all that kind of thing. You will find this is marvellous stuff. So I'm going to do the back of this bird here too. And what fun, it's so pretty. And of course you can also mix this with any colour of paint. You can make a wonderful iridescent paint that you can work with on your palette. I think this is one of those cases where I would definitely say that the only thing that you are limited by with this medium is your imagination. So if you've got any, you know, if you, I don't think I have a very good imagination. I'm not very gifted in that area at all, but I know some people are, many people are, and I think that lots of people would find this very stimulating to their imagination. So I totally, highly recommend you get yourself a bottle. It's not expensive. I think Jackson's have it for £5 plus postage. So you get free postage with Jackson's if you order, if you're in the UK and you order from them, you get free postage. I think if it's over £45, and they have reasonable rates for overseas as well. I'm in France myself, and that's a bit of a problem because England has just come out of the EU, and that's left us with so many unfinished question marks over shipping and import duties and all that kind of thing, and it's just insane. So I can't really get it from England, so I bought mine from Amazon. But look in the description below the video and you'll find links for this medium from Jackson's, and for UK people especially, European people especially, only not in France, and also Amazon have it. So there we are. I've added some of that to this little painting, and I think this camera is good enough to pick that up. I think you can see how shiny that is and how nice. What a lovely touch for a bird because most birds, when you get up close, they are kind of iridescent, it's true. But in any case, even if they weren't, that would be a pretty way to finish something off. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a bit of spatter, I think, because I want to try this out. I want to try some turquoise blue spatter with iridescent medium. So let's see how that works. So I'll put the medium in the bowl like that, and then I'm going to, well, what I normally do is I normally do it on the toothbrush, don't I? So let's see how that's going to work. Three, two, one. I think we need a little bit more. There we are. And then I'm going to pick up some drops on the brush and splatter those. And see how that looks when that's dry. And maybe we'll just drop a little bit onto the branch. There we are. Now we're going to let that dry. And I'm going to go and find out what my dog has just done. So there we are. There's the final work, and this is the original sketch. And I hope you enjoyed this little experimentation with the iridescent medium. And heartily suggest that you get yourself a bottle of that if you haven't already got it. It's different from the other kinds. There are different makes out there, but this one is, I think, really good. So I hope you enjoyed that. Just imagine what you can do with this at Christmas, eh? Just imagine all those Christmas trees and nativity scenes and stars and snow and everything else. Oh my goodness me, get a bottle now while you still can. The links in the description below, as well as other links to other things that you might be interested in. And so go and explore that. And the Facebook group, where we will be soon running a competition to win a prize from Etcher. We've got a deal going with them, and they're going to be offering some prizes to our followers. So that's nice. So I'll see you over there at Learn to Paint Watercolor on Facebook. And apart from that, I'll see you back here tomorrow, probably. So thanks again, everyone. Like and subscribe and turn on notifications, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.